Okay, video vlog number 3. Just came home from playing pool. My intentions was to go out and watch the boxing match, but since the World Cup is happening, nobody gives a fuck about the boxing. I guess because the, these guys aren't that big, those big of a names yet. But in any case, it kind of sucked that everywhere I went they didn't have the boxing match on. So yeah, I shot pool for a little bit, danced a little bit while I was shooting pool, and yeah, I felt like I kind of wasted a lot of, not wasted, but I felt like I kind of let go a lot of things when I was out there shooting pool and just having fun and seeing things happen. And it's always nice to be around people who are just like you, humans, and they're just trying to make the best out of their weekend just like me. And to just sit in a space where we all come together and do something like shoot pool, seeing how some people really get into the game, and then seeing how the game flows while music is playing, while there's a soccer game on in the background, and the goal is to focus on hitting a shot in. There's so much going on around you. How can you not have some kind of because I'm alone, how can I not have thoughts of fear of doing what I went there to do, which is play pool? So all of these different things happening, and I'm maneuvering through it so that I can work on my skill of shooting pool. And I made some good shots. It was nice. It was great to indulge in a sport like pool, because having on a jacket, I realized that I shoot better without having long sleeves on. I also find that there are things that happen that we cannot explain when we are around people. Thoughts that we may have that might seem so real in our minds. Especially maybe if we're under the influence of a drug. Maybe. I'm not sure. I did smoke tonight. So maybe I had too much. Maybe I'm having too much fun, if that makes sense. I didn't smoke before I went there before. But I smoked today. And then I decided to drink 2 Coronas also. But that's my limit, just 2 beers, right? Because I'm a disciplined person. I know sometimes I drink more than that, but that's when I have the energy to keep up with how fast my mind is moving. But tonight the goal was to go and shoot pool. I shot pool, 2 beers, a little bit of maybe 3 puffs of the marijuana that I have called Supergirl now, and it was a fun night. Some weird stuff happened, but I'm not gonna think about it, just because sometimes we go so deep into our minds and our bodies, and we experience these things that are inexplainable. For example, I lost a pool ball, and I don't even know how it went missing. And it was the number 12 pool ball. How did this pool ball go missing? Anyways, it stopped my game for about a good 10-15 minutes. It stopped my game. So then after the 10-15 minutes of me waiting, I kind of was cold, so it kind of interrupted my speed. But maybe I was moving too fast, and that's why that happened. Maybe I was trying to shoot too many shots. I was working too hard, and that's why that happened. I was speeding up in my mind of trying to get the game over, and I wasn't trying to have Like I wasn't maybe like looking to have fun. I'm just looking to shoot whatever I can shoot, which is the pool balls, right? But when we say shoot, it's also a shot where you gotta use the stick to hit the pool ball in a certain angle so that it can go into a one of 6 holes, and it takes focus to try to hit a pool ball in from hitting a pool ball before you hit that one. And that takes energy, right? And that takes resources to indulge in. So if I'm moving really fast and I'm maybe I'm using up more or less resources depending on, because I haven't slept in a little bit. Like I haven't slept in probably like I slept like 3 hours this morning before waking up and having tons of energy and feeling like Superman. But I didn't feel like that tonight. I was tired. I swam 82 laps today. I went to visit an apartment, and it was a nice apartment. Like this apartment was in a basement, and I also brought my mom with me. And I thought it was a nice space because it's close by. But because I'm going through what I'm going through, this divorce that I'm about to start, I felt like because it's close by, that it would be easier for me to move into, to be close to Anera as she gets older. That way I can have more access, or I can be closer in a way to protect. That makes sense. But the woman picked up on that because I had to meet with the owner, and I was explaining my situation to her, and she was like, well, this is not no thing that is like a quick thing. Like this is a thing where it's like you signing the lease, it's gonna take a year, for you to be paying these bills, and the bills are, set in stone. So if you're moving too fast, you're not gonna realize that, or maybe you will make mistakes. You might make a mistake, or you might regret doing it because of the obligations you're setting yourself up for. It's kind of like what she was telling me, feeling my energy out. So I was like, all right, I'll slow down. I'll try to slow down a little bit. It's basically what I responded with. But there's another apartment for me to see tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna go visit an apartment. I feel like that's not too far. She said it was like 15 minutes away from me, where I'm at right now, and hopefully that goes well. I'm wishing and praying that I could, because it's the same price, have a bigger space and have something to set my foundation down in, so that I could bear down, if that makes sense. Because I feel like because I'm in a place where I'm not invited, my automatic response is to just not be here, not be around, when really I want to be in my own space. I just want to be in my own space, like I am right now in this room. That's mine, that I have to provide for, that I have to work for, to sustain, because that's what being someone who is responsible does. They take care of themselves. So me taking care of myself will make it a lot easier for me to take care of others. However, I must take care of myself, and that means doing whatever I need to do to feel like the things that I'm doing are worth it. The challenges that I'm going through are worth it. The writing, the grant writing, like all of these little things are worth doing. But just staying consistent and staying on top of the laziness, staying on top of having discipline, and staying on top of prioritizing fun over what needs to be done. Because fun is not probably fun should be there, but if fun is not there, that means I'm getting burnt out. So that means I need to relax. And once I start to see fun show up less, I need to realize that I need to rest because I should be having fun. So that means 8 hours of sleep 2 days in a row, or 8 hours of sleep 3 days in a row. That's what I need to focus on. And I need to try to relax my body. Maybe work a little harder on days because my endurance is starting to really get up there with the swimming. But I also know it's not healthy if I can't shut my brain off. So I'm gonna get some rest. I got things to do tomorrow. I gotta visit this apartment. But I just want you to know that what you're doing right now is self-care, which is me, your self-care. Because even if no one cares, you care. That's why you're making this video. And that's what it looks like to be in the space that I'm in. Regardless of whether other people see me the way I am, I still am in my space, and I still have to protect my space, and I still have to show up. And showing up for me right now is getting some rest. So get some rest, bro.